Hey, I'm Todd. Thanks for choosing to watch my video, and if you would subscribe it, like it, all that stuff, that'd be great. Otherwise, enjoy the video, and I hope it gives you the information you need and is helpful to you. Take care. ...2002 Jeep Liberty 3.7 liter V6 Power Tech water pump replacement. I'm just thinking now, I just did a video on a 4.7. They're so similar, but this one doesn't have no fan on it, so a smaller shroud. Nice and easy to work on. I wonder if that's the difference. I'm not a geek enough to know that, but maybe that's the difference. So once the fan and the shroud are off, the water pump's the same. You can see it's ready for one, threaded, but there is none. So we're going to probably take the belt off first so we don't get coolant on it. This water pump is intermittently leaking when it wants to under the right temperature. So we're going to take the belt off and then start taking this idler pulley off. It's hiding one bolt back there. And then just go around and take off, I believe, the 15mm bolts. Pretty nice. 15mm clockwise to loosen. $15mm bolt for this idler down here we talked about. $15mm is the number here. Some long ones that go through the timing chain cover. So there's an O-ring gasket on there. So yeah, we'll just knock that off. We have a pan underneath it to catch coolant. Hopefully the pan's in about the right spot. So otherwise I'll do some mopping. Just wipe this area down with a nice clean rag. If you feel too much buildup on it, you can just use a little emery cloth or something. It's aluminum, so be careful with it. Don't want to be putting really too many scratches in it, so maybe just some brake clean and wipe it down smooth. Plastic scraper would be best, they say, on aluminum. So just get this nice and smooth again, and then you can mount your new water pump. I'll get you some torque specs. Like to put a little liquid thread sealer on the longer bolts to go to the head. So got it all cleaned up, and we'll just throw the new water pump on and bolt it on. Pretty darn easy. Again, here come the torque specs. 40 foot-pounds is the torque for the bolts. Now we'll just torque them down and put our idler pulley on, and then put our belt on. Nice, easy job. Alright, so they recommend that you take this out. This is a 8mm Allen head right here for bleeding the air. You could fill it there. Take this plug out until until coolant comes out. But my recommendation, and it's right over the belt, which I think is a really dumb idea. I would leave this undone from the radiator, and I would fill this up here until it comes out the radiator upper neck there. Maybe put something over the belt to protect it, but leave this off. Fill it into here until it comes out here. And put this on, and then continue to fill it up here. You got your cold fill mark is probably the seam, pretty much. So I would fill this up then after that, and then we're going to start it up and run it. And let it run for maybe 10 minutes. You should start to get some heat. Put your heat settings on hot and blowing out the venter somewhere you can feel it. Make sure it's getting warm. And continue to run it. And make sure the cap's on. And take it for a test drive. Usually go 7 to 10 miles. And bring it back and let it cool off. And then top it off as needed after a couple hours. If you run it for 10 or 15 minutes, you're not getting heat, then go ahead and shut it off. Let it cool off about a half an hour or something, or squeeze this, make sure there's no pressure in it. And you can turn this. And there's two stages usually. There's a stage right there where it's still on. It's not going to blow off. It'll release the pressure. And then a second turn, it's off. And then top it off or add fluid as needed. And hopefully that'll take care of your heating issue.